And up next is News Extra, brought to you by Jolly Funeral Home. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. And we're pleased to have Kathy Kropuenske here from Keep Scottsbluff, Gering Beautiful. And we were going to talk about this paint drop and swap sale, but it's been, the actual event has been canceled, although you can still do what you need to do
Right.
with the things that would happen with that event with Environmental Services in
Sure.
Scottsbluff, right?
Right. We hope to bring it back next year, which we will. We've just had a little setback this year, but the good news is I'm not leaving people without a place to take it. You can always take it to Environmental Services Monday through Friday. I suggest you call them because I'm not sure of their hours for taking it, but their phone number is 630-0985. Call, they'll give you a time when you can bring it down, and I don't believe there's any limit on how much you can bring, and they'll also take residential waste oil. So again, I'm not leaving anyone without a place to go. You can still properly dispose of it. You know, we don't want to see it dumped anywhere. So make sure you dispose of that properly.
Okay. And so when the Environmental Services takes that, and then it gets disposed properly and it's taken care of, right?
It's all taken care of. And another thing to remember too, if you call them and you need some paint, they do have a place where they do have stored some good paint, and they can probably help you with that too. I'm not saying a lot of, I'm talking about that little touch-up job you have or that fence or whatever, but we always made a swap out of it, so folks could, you know, pick up if they needed a little dab of this or that. So it's something to think about.
All right. We want to talk about membership, and for an individual, that's pretty inexpensive. For a corporation, it's a little more.
Right.
But nevertheless, let's explain the benefits of being a member of Keep Scottsbluff, Gering Beautiful.
You know, we had to start membership years ago. I shouldn't say we had to, we wanted to. Because the one thing it does do is that when people buy a membership, it helps promote that community pride. I mean, I know there's lots of great nonprofits out there. We can go through the list and we have so many good ones. But, you know, we need the help for our grants. And if we don't show that community buy-in, then it brings our grant dollars down. And we're proud of what we've accomplished in the community. So it's important, Kevin.
Okay. So it's how much for a single?
$20. Family is $30. There's other, I don't have the slip with me, but I think there's a business for $150. Corporate is $325. But with that, on the day that we will have our electronic recycling in April, you pay nothing. I don't care if you have one item or whether you have 50 items that day. You pay nothing for that $325 membership. But it wasn't explained real well last year, and I want to make sure people understand. That's our gig, and we only can hold a one-day gig. So free means only on the day of the electronic collection.
All right. And if they want to get a membership, they just give you a call, right?
Right. We'll also be at Co-op a couple of weekends selling, memberships and our raffle, which I'll go into that too.
Yeah.
But we'll be there. But please always call Keep Scottsbluff Gering Beautiful, and we can get you lined up.
All right.
We're tax deductible.
Yeah.
And it's almost the first of the year.
Yeah.
So it's a good deal.
All right. People need to think about doing that. All right. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. We are back on News Extra, and we're talking to Kathy Kropuenske with Keep Scottsbluff Gering Beautiful, and we've been talking about membership and taking your paint and so forth, your used paint, to Environmental Services, and now we want to talk about your raffle, which the idea here is to raise some money for your organization so you can keep doing all the things you do in the spring, and so your raffle is coming up on December 7th, but people got to have a chance to buy raffle tickets,
They do.
right?
And again, you can get them from Keep Scottsbluff Gering Beautiful. You can call me at 632-4649. We will be at Co-op a couple of weekends coming up, also on December 7th. You know, we had a little Oktoberfest, a business after hours, and we sort of kicked off our raffle. And again, there are so many of us out there, I know, that are looking for funding, but for economic development and for what we do and our big prescription take back and our electronics, you know, Kevin, we just need those matching funds. If we don't have matching funds, I can't get the funds to do the programs. So it's very, very important.
All right. So first of all, let's discuss
List of
the
the
items that you're going to
Okay.
have in the raffle and how much it costs to get a ticket.
All right. Well, we're very proud. Everybody wants a new Apple iPod, I think. It's a $500 value. We have a Keurig coffee maker, a Nook Glow from Barnes & Noble, 32-inch flat screen TV, oil changes from Team, a holiday basket from Panhandle Coop, a wine holiday basket. So there's lots of neat things. Tickets are 5 for $20 or 1 ticket for $5. So again, it's a good cause, and it just helps us, really to bring those funds forth.
All right. So you have an opportunity to get the raffle tickets. They'll make the drawing on December 7th over at Co-op around 6 o'clock.
Right, because I think you'll be there too.
All right.
So it'll be good.
All right, very good. And then there are several weekends where you can purchase tickets, especially if you're over at Co-op. They have a big event coming up on the November 16th and 17th. We'll be discussing that a little bit more later on. They have you can do it November 30th through December 1st over at Co-op, and then right before the event on December 7th. So purchase your raffle tickets, 5 for $20, 1 for $5. And
They're going to make neat Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
I mean, any of those items, anyone, if they already have enough TVs or they already have the electronics they need, I'm sure you can give them away as a gift.
yeah. All right, and you have another day coming up this month,
Oh.
Less Waste Day, is that right?
Oh, you're close, Kevin.
Close?
Yeah, close. Use Less Stuff Day.
Oh, use less stuff.
In
Day,
America Recycles Day. And actually, they both land on November 15th this year.
Okay.
And I really love Use Less Stuff Day because, that's a day where it really brings awareness to folks how we can use less stuff to begin with. Different ways we can cut down on our waste. Remember, Americans waste 2 things the most. It's energy and food. Think about that, especially before the holidays when you start making out your list. We could all do with one less dish probably at Thanksgiving. I once had, and I can't tell you right off the top of my head, a thing about how many cranberries end up in the landfill, after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
The poor cranberries, there they go. So, it's just important days for people to become aware. And of course, America Recycles Day, we all know how important recycling has become. And again, for future generations, we're going to leave this earth and we want it to be clean and good for future generations, just like you hear me talk about clean water. Whoever would have dreamt, Kevin, in our lifetime we'd have to worry about clean water to drink.
That's right.
So,
Well, I'll put a plug in for that single stream recycling thing that Gering has started. We've been waiting to get one of those containers for a long time at our house, and it works really well. And so if you're looking to start recycling, it's very simple. Single stream recycling, just give them a call over at the Gering landfill. They can get you started. They pick up the container every couple of weeks, and it's very, very easy.
yeah. Well, lots of people still fuss at me that, they moved in and they can't recycle different items. Well, so far, it goes by population and where we have to take the material. So we can't recycle everything, but we really have come a long, long, long ways in the last 15 years since I've started.
Yeah.
It really is important. Most of my schools recycle, which is great for the kids. You go into the schools, Kevin, and kids know all about this stuff. It's the adults I'm still trying to educate.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
All right. Very good. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me,
All
as
right.
always.
You bet. No problem at all.